Hey guys, it's me, Amazonia, your favorite. I got a message. I've been so connected to the divines lately, and it's been really, really freaking nice. Mind you, look at my outfit. I feel so hot. I feel so pretty. I feel so sexy. Like, bam, bam, hot gal. Okay, so I feel so blessed, and I feel so like connected to spirit. And the messaging, I was just thinking because I was listening to a thing on Instagram. I was just scrolling on Instagram, and then I was just thinking how overwhelmed I am. Like, I've been overwhelmed today, and I don't know why I've been so overwhelmed. I kind of a little bit yesterday, and I was sad. And like, part of the messaging I was getting was the only reason I'm holding myself in a space that feels overwhelming and feeling bad about the overwhelm is that my day doesn't look like the day that I pinpointed as like a really good day. As in really productive, got a lot of things done and felt so good about it. Because I cleaned my space, I'd done like altar work, I had done like so much, and it just flowed naturally. But this time I went to lay in bed. I didn't want to get up. I didn't want to do anything. I didn't care about starting my day super early. I sat with myself for a little bit. I don't think I did affirmations, but my cat woke me up. So like I spent time with her. And I was just having this sensation of like feeling bad because I'm like, oh, I'm not doing anything productive. Instead of just letting myself be and feel what I was feeling. And also I was confused about the dream I had the night before. And the caveat and the highlight, oh my God, there was something disturbing in it too. But the caveat and the highlight is really that I could get sick. Oh, now that I'm thinking about it, it might be from beef. This is just the messaging I'm receiving. It was very kind of disturbing, to be honest, but I'm not really gonna say what it is. It's really disturbing. But I'm just gonna stay away from, I'm not gonna buy beef or have any beef. It was traumatizing enough for me to say no to that. And then also like the other message was I was sick, and I truly thought I was sick, and I was so mad. So I need to up like my vitamins, and I was taking my vitamins. Actually, I didn't take it today, and I didn't take one of them yesterday because it fell in my bag. I didn't know where it was. I only took the calcium and magnesium. So guys, take care of your health. These are messages. If you feel called to it, do it. If you don't, but you're here, right? Do what you want, but these are the messages I'm getting from spirit directly right now. Take care of your health, boost your immune system, and stay away from beef currently. And honestly, it's a divinity thing as well when it comes to the beef right now, of like sacredies. So I'm just gonna stay away from it for now. Not that I heavily eat meat anyways to begin with, but what else? Those are the messages. Okay, the messaging I received was, when it came to the overwhelm and me feeling bad, that highlight is, it's okay for every day not to be the same. No day will be the same, and it's because I'm trying to like figure out life. So I'm thinking like, oh my God, like I need to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Like I need structure. I need to have the same routine. I need to do the same things in the morning and evening. No, you don't. I I am escaping the matrix. I'm leaving the matrix that has been designed to make me fail and to make me miserable and to make me hate life and really actually hate life, to be honest. I want to be in alignment with who I am, my own timeline, my own frequency. I was listening to this woman talk. I don't want to edit this video, but I'll leave it down in the description below, a link to her video because I shared it. But ultimately, she was talking about like the philosophies and the ideologies of African religions. And I don't really want to call it religions because usually they're not so strict in comparison to like what we know religions to be now. It's more about connection, community, sacredity, sanctities, things like that. Anyways, practices, sharing that knowledge. But in spirituality, like in a lot of like tribal or collective community for a lot of different African regions, and I can't remember the one she was talking about specifically, so once again, watch her video, I'll tag it. But she was talking about the concept, well, technically was it a philosopher? I know he writes books and he's very popular, and I would like to read his material and the book she's talking about as well. We're learning together, guys, okay? We're doing this together, okay? So they were talking about like there's no concept. Okay, sorry, I'm also waiting for a client. So meow 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 meow. Okay, the concept of time, and in the Western civilization, the civilization we currently uphold, is, you know, past, present, future, but in a lot of ancient civilizations, specifically the one she's talking about, they don't have a concept of the future. The future doesn't exist. The future exists in the memories you made in the past. Does that make sense? Like time flows backwards. And when I left the house, I felt so much better. I felt better earlier because I got the message in from spirit to just be. So I was looking at the sunset and it was so gorgeous, and it just felt, I heard the like concept of time flowing backwards, of everything that I'm experiencing is good enough. There's nowhere to be, there's nowhere to get. And I want more for myself, and I want to be more for myself. And it's not about I lack anything, it's that I want more. That's all it is. I am perfect. I am wonderful just the way that I am. But I want change, and I want better, and I want more. And there's certain things that I want, you know? So yeah, that's my messaging to you. That's Spirit's messaging to us, to me. And right now I'm in the car, and as I was saying, I was scrolling on Instagram right back. You see how my brain works? Right back. And I was scrolling, I'm like, oh, I'm overwhelmed. And I remember my friend was telling me, she was listening to this woman maybe on TikTok or maybe on Instagram, and she was talking about how our brains, our nervous systems were not meant to get this much information in short bursts, and so heavily and so intensely and so rapidly, without giving our body, mind, soul, nervous system all of it time to process. And also because of short form content, it's not like a learning process in a way that helps you have solutions, right? It's usually just trauma or violence or did you know facts, or you don't even know if it's a fact or not. You don't have time to like discuss it and resonate with it and things along those lines. And I was thinking about that. But I was watching a music video just now with Beyonce because I was feeling nervous about an opportunity that came up, and I just felt like a little bit insecure about an aspect of it, even though I was choosing for a certain aspect of it because they clearly recognize like I have great fashion sense, right? Ew. But I was feeling a little insecure, and a clip from Beyonce's music video Water, which I've never seen. I never listened to the song, but I knew there was a song titled Water. Because I really don't sit down and listen to albums. I literally just pick out what I want or whatever jumps up at me. But I feel like it's divine timing because I use a lot of fire energy, and I am a fire sign, sun sign. But I've been getting called to water for a long time. Oh yes, go off, babes. For a long time. So I'm not surprised, to be honest. But anyways, the visuals beautiful. The clip the person edited, the way they did the 3 parts, but the first part, her outfit was so inspirational, so beautiful, and I want to recreate it, but I just feel like I don't have the resources to create it right now. I'm just gonna call it in regardless. And then I was looking for the top that reminds me of that I currently own, and I couldn't find it. I really couldn't find it, and I know it's somewhere in the house, and I was kind of salty, but I figured out my outfit because I was so mad, couldn't find clothes, but I eventually figured it out. Anyways, I just felt so inspired, so I watched a music video, I downloaded it, I was listening to it on the way here, and in one of her outfits she's wearing like denim. And I recently found out about like the history of denim and how it relates to slavery. And now it's just regular fashion. And I'm just sitting here like, I live in a cuckoo ass fucking world. And then I was listening to this woman talk about like, you know, Donald Trump wanting to be in charge of museums or whatever the fuck it is. I know the details, but expressing it into finest, so like as a philosopher, I can't really do that for you right now. This is how I can talk to you right now. And I know people have been trying to change narratives and change history and not like be so forthcoming with a lot of information because that's how you oppress people. But it's just like she was sharing some points that I know some of the points, but I didn't know all of them. And this is a trigger warning right now before I say it. And I'm just going to wait. I'm just going to pause because I hate when somebody gives a trigger warning and then jump straight into it and they don't give me a time to process what the fuck they're saying. And then I'm traumatized because they put holes on the screen. It's always that shit. God. You ready? Okay. So, if you didn't know, they didn't wait people till people were dead, by the way. They would intentionally kill people or mutilate them while they were still alive to take their bones to make furniture, use skin to make leather, and it's still in circulation if you didn't know. I found out about that when I lived in New York, about somebody that still used slave skin, black people, I shouldn't even say slave skin, black people's skin as furniture and for shoes and other products, and it was still in circulation. That's when I was living in New York and they were talking about it, because he saved it, he cured it like it was beef, like it was cow skin, and they were still using it and selling it, etc., etc. I watched an interview with it, please. But I didn't know they used to take their bones and boil it down and grind it to make salve for their hair. Do you hear how insane that is? And then I learned, once again, I said about the history of denim and how it's to identify, the slaves and make a clear marker between the white devils, and we're going to call them what they are for the time they existed, because please, there's nothing in me that feels guilty or bad about referring to them as white devils, because what else could you be? Do you watch anime? If you watch anime, think about it. If they have like a demonscape or a hellscape, there's literally torture scenes, there's literally really intense crazy shit. Not saying that's how anime be, but I'm just saying, like, in that context of like when they have demon or they have demonology, an Ayakashi, wicked Ayakashi in Japanese lore and folktales and stuff like that. If you imagine hell, how can that not be hell? You subjugating a group of people and literally using their body. They used to pay slave owners to be able to fuck the carcasses of black people and indigenous people. Don't even get me started with indigenous people also enslaving blacks, because they all just got into it. Just like there were... Anyways, that is what I was confronted with. And I'm sitting in the car, and that's what I'm processing right now, a while ago. And I was just like so sad, and I wanted to cry. And what I received is, feel it. You're supposed to feel it, because my ancestors couldn't feel it. Not just blood ancestors, I'm talking energetically, because people are connected. Race is a construct, you guys. Like, ethnicity and race are two different things. Race doesn't exist. It was literally created. Just like gender doesn't exist. Everything is created to oppress you. Okay? And the reason I'm saying it like that is because it's not everybody's creation. It's a select few for them to be privileged. Okay? So they can do whatever the fuck they want to do, because as far as I'm concerned, you're a devil. If I ever have to believe in a religious figure or being or energies that relate to demons and to evil and to wicked, that's what it would be. Not some random red nigga with horns. No, don't, not saying other beings don't exist outside of human beings, right? But my point is, there it comes on. Yeah, hype me up. That's really what it felt like. But yeah, like, call it for what it is. I think people get so focused or indoctrinated into what they tell you your enemy is that you don't pay attention to what's really actually happening. And honestly, The Matrix is so good. The movie The Matrix is so good, because when it starts changing everybody to Agent Smith, that's the point. Your loved ones, your mother, your father. Like, I think about my relationship with my mother, and I built that relationship brick by brick, and so did she. Okay? It was never perfect. There was aspects of it that was wonderful and aspects of it that was horrendous. And I didn't let her skid away from it. Okay? I understand you did the best you could with what you had and at your capacity and with your trauma levels. That doesn't make shit right. I've only gotten now to a point where I'm not angry at my mom, because she accepted talking about certain things. And I would still like us to go to therapy in the future, like joint therapy. She needs individual therapy, so do I. And then I would like joint therapy for my mother, because we need a mediator. We need somebody in between us to facilitate it, because I can only do so much soothing and caring when I'm having a conversation, and I would like to not have to do all of that. Right? I don't want to do the petting, holding hands, soothing emotions all the time. Like, it's exhausting. How I'm trying to hold space for myself, but then I have to care for my mom at the same time, which I'm not complaining about having or wanting to do that desire, because she didn't ask me to do that, but I want to do that sometimes, not all the time. Okay? So, yeah, that's what was on my mind. That's what I had to share. That's messages from spirits. I realized the only way to escape said matrix, because the matrix doesn't have to be bad. It doesn't. It doesn't. It's literally, like, think about it just like a creation. Everything is creation, right? Everything is creation. I was thinking about Beyonce again. Love Beyonce. And she's such a great creator. Like, she created... People are so nasty here sometimes. What was the point of that? But she's such a great creator. She's such a great creator. I'm a great creator. And I just wanted to share this with you guys. I'm not even going to edit this. I'm going to post it and do this for myself. And I love you. And if you love it here as much as I do, please join. Please like. Please subscribe. If you want to hear more, if you want to have readings with me, let me know down below.